Hello friends, hope everything is fine with you guys. Well, previously we have created this wonderful looking drop down menu, right? But it has an issue. Let's reduce the width of this window and now it's responsive menu, but that drop down content is not showing here. This is the issue. So how we can solve it? SlickNav is saying that yes, it is possible to have drop down menu, but your HTML markup should have like inside li directly you need uval. Let's take a look at our HTML content. Here we have li, then we have an anchor tag, then we have a div with a class of drop down content, and then we have uval. So what SlickNav is saying is that they can support drop down content. I mean they support drop down menu, but you should have li, then after that uval. This anchor tag will not be an issue. Let's keep it like that, but we need to remove this div. So remember, we are currently removing this div which is having a class of drop down content. Just remember this thing. So let's delete this div. Well, before deleting, let's go to file, save it as index2.html because we don't want to mess our main index file. Again, let's come to our style.css and let's change it to style2.css. And of course, we need to link it to our correct style sheet. Now let's save it. And well, that's it. So now let's delete this drop down content div, and we don't need this closing div. Now let's click on save. Well, it's saved already. Now let's open in our browser. It's looking weird, isn't it? Let's fix it. So first thing first, we have removed a div with a class of dropdown hyphen content, right? Now let's add that class here, which we were missing badly. Dropdown hyphen content. Now let's save it. Now see how it is looking now. Oh my god. Well, we are not working on this one, we are working on this one. And see, it's like 99-story building. Well, it's happening because of our line height that we will see, but later on. And uval with a class of drop down content, so that's fine. Now let's come to our style2.css. And here we need to change something. You know what? See, our uval is having a class of dropdown hyphen content. So our uval is itself dropdown content. And here we have a property dot dropdown content uval, which is not there. I mean, inside dropdown content we don't have any uval. We have li though. So for now, let's delete this one. And here, let's add a property display none. Now let's save it. And similarly, here we have dot dropdown content uval li, which doesn't exist. Let's save it. Dropdown content li does exist. And here we have the hover. See, dot hover uval, hover dropdown content. These two are same only, right? Let's delete this one. And let's write here display block. Let's save it. Now let's take a look. Well, it's working fine, but we don't have that transition. This is happening because of this display none and transform scale 0 0. Well, let's hide one. Let's hide this display none. Let's save it. And also similarly here, not here, this hover, we don't need this display block. Now let's save it. And now let's hit refresh. And now it's working fine, right? Well, again, I'm telling you that we are not working on this one, our works. Well, so since it is working fine, that's fine. Now let's shrink our window size and let's take a look. See, it is working fine. I mean, here we have that arrow. But we need to address few issues. Number one, this hover effect. This is looking weird. And number two is that when we are clicking on that arrow, we can't see anything. You know why? Because of this property, well, let me show you. This is the one, transform scale 0, 0. Well, now, we don't want to mess this one, which is happening for large screens. We want to address our responsiveness, right? So, let's open our responsive.css where we are addressing our styles for our screen width, which is having a maximum of 992 pixel. Let's come here. And now let's copy these styles from here. So from this dot drop down content till here, let's copy it and let's paste it here. Let's indent it properly to make it look kind of nice or nicer. Well, now let's make it scale up to 1 1. Let's save it. Now let's take a look. Well, we don't have issue here. And here we have. Well, so let's make it display none. Let's press Ctrl S. Hit refresh. And see, it's working fine, right? Now, let's address this hover issue. Right click on the page, inspect element, and let's hover over this one. Yup, this is the one. See dot slicknav underscore nav dot slicknav underscore row. On hover, we have a radius and background. Let's remove these. So first of all, let's copy it. Now let's come to our style2.css. Let's paste it. And let's add here few styles like say border radius was mentioned there. Six pixel, I guess. See here, border radius 6 pixel and background CCC. Let's come here. Let's provide a background RGBA 0000. This means the first three zeros are for black and the last zero is for the opacity. So it means it's transparent. You can also write here background transparent, but I like this technique. Don't know why. Let's come here, hit refresh. And see, that hover effect is gone, but it's kind of moved down, right? Let's see what's the issue. See, it's because of this whole padding. See here, dot slicknav nav, this one, it is having a padding and margin. Let's disable this one and see, now it's looking nice. So let's copy this style, press Ctrl C to copy, I mean this selector. Let's come here, paste it, and let's write here margin 0 and padding also 0. Let's save it. Now let's hit refresh. And see, it's looking nice, right? Now there are a few things that we need to delete. The first thing is, let's come to our style2.css. Let's delete this one, top 130 pixel. We don't want to mention this top. Yes, friend. Because it will kind of create issue in responsiveness. Let's delete these styles from here because these were already mentioned there, and this top 130 pixel we are not mentioning it anywhere. And also this one, let's delete it, and I think this hover is not required in responsiveness. Let's save it, and now I think that it will work fine. Let's take a look. Yup, now it is working fine. Let's take a look at our maximized window. Yup, looking nice, right? So at larger screen width, our animated drop down is still there. Congrats. And when we are in mobile windows or say smaller screen width, then it is also looking nice, right? Well, now let's correct for this one, this our works. The only thing that we need to correct is, let's delete this div. Let's delete this ending div, and here inside UL only add a class of dropdown hyphen content. Let's save it, and now let's open in our browser. Yup, these are working fine. Well, what I want is, whenever we are hovering over it, let's make its color our primary color. So what we can do is, here we are having this one, right? Let's add here a color hash E74C3C, which is our primary color. Now let's see it refresh and see, it's fine. It's fine again. Cool, right? Now all of these are working. Congrats. So that's it, friends. Previously what we have made this animated drop down, which is still there for larger screen width, but for smaller screen width previously this drop down was not working, but currently it's solved. So please let me know if you have any issue understanding this. I'm always here to help you out, and thanks to Brett who has addressed this issue. So thank you, Brett, for addressing this issue. Yeah, I forgot actually. I told him earlier that I will create a lecture on this, how to solve this issue, but I forgot. So sorry for that, and thank you for addressing this issue. So that's it. If you have any issue understanding this, please feel free to let me know. I will try my best to make you understand this concept. It's nothing, just we are changing few styles, and the main thing which we did is we have deleted that div, and instead we are adding that div class here inside UL only, and according to that we are changing few styles. That's it, and we have addressed the responsiveness. So that's it. I hope that you are really enjoying this course. So I am concluding this lecture here. Wish you all the best for your career, and please let me know that how you are liking this course.